Hello, YouTube. Good to be back. What was the last banner? Nope, that's not true because I pulled on Sazh and Fran, but I'm back in seat. Just got done doing the TCC podcast. Check that out. Me and Nero talked about Paine and Machina and Fran and Sazh and some other stuff, the Million Trio, stuff like that. But I'm here to hopefully get Machina's BT here. I don't know if I'm impatient enough to just token it now. I'm really feeling positive towards him. And Paine as well. We're going to try and get everything. Got some free polls to get out the way. So before we get going, go ahead and like the video, subscribe, notification bell. Let me know your polls in the comments. I have everything on this banner set walk at LD, so fingers crossed. Hopefully I can get it here. Right? Trust. Uh-oh. I guess not. Absolutely not. Okay. We're getting the free... Oof. Unfortunate freebies. Got Fran for free, can't complain. Alright, so while I was on the podcast, I was getting my tickets up, and we have 800 tickets now on the dot. What are the odds it was exactly like that? So we're gonna ticket until I can't ticket no more. I need Paine's LDs, hopefully. Fingers crossed for Machina's BT. So not to token it. Skipping the blues, playing the golds. Okay. Trust. Alright, just the EX onwards. Yeah, this Brave Gain stuff up with Paine sounds hilarious. Being able to read is truly underrated. It feels so weird doing a pull video in seat. Just because I haven't done it in so long. Like, who was the last banner that I did a recording, like a pull video on GL? Who was before Skip Shadow? So I guess that would have been, because oh wow, because I did my Maria LD polls also when I was around Thanksgiving, right? So I guess it would have had to be jacked. Huh, wow. Also miffed that I using up your luck isn't a real thing, but I free pulled Jagron and now Machina's not here for free. Wow, it has been a long time, hasn't it? I mean, my gems are back up. Remember when I kept going in on those banners, and now I just been ticketing everything. More power stones for the power. Okay, good, getting gold again. Yeah, it's weird. I just haven't done this in a while. Hope everyone's holidays are going well. Everyone's staying safe, healthy, and ready to start the new year off. There we go. That is a Paine LD, and I started 800, so that is 140 tickets. That is incredible luck. Cool. But I think I can hold off. Let's do a Zack run with Paine and Maria. Yeah, I'll do that. But I was gonna entertain putting my pull videos on my. You know what? I'm gonna do it anyways. So see you guys over there. I was about to get late and say I need to template it, but what's a couple more seconds of work, right? And now for the run. I'm doing Sazh, Zack, and Paine, and I fast forwarded this, trying out post video commentary, and it feels so weird, and I don't think I like this. So let's see, what did I do wrong first? So something interesting that I noticed happened here is that I used Fran's LD call off the bat before I dispelled, and I didn't realize that only one of the call versions applied. So one side is HP damage up and the other doesn't, which go me. They do this, we're fine. Zack keeps us alive, although it was cutting a little close there. Zack did not have the full mitigation up. I'm just kind of pressing buttons. My idea here was to do a brave damage build with Zack. So instead of maximizing his HP damage and brave gains, although Paine was on the left, so she did have the brave gains, but both Sazh and Paine have brave cap split armor. So I wanted to see the difference if I maximize Zack's, and he is doing close to the same damage as he would on my Maria teams. So now they what I didn't realize about this fight. Oh yeah, the orb is non-lethal, by the way. They cleanse all their buffs and then they max their buff to 5. So it can be potentially dangerous. But once every 10 turns, they do their buff thing. So what I noticed with brave damage Zack is that, especially because there's enough HP damage here, and then just because the brave, it's almost kind of functionally similar to the Maria team, if I'm being completely honest, because Zack, he still relies heavily on starting at max brave on his attacks to really cap. But I was also missing the HP damage up call from Maria. So I think it was around here that I realized, because I think I looked at the Fran debuff stacks. I'm like, wait, why is one at 10? And but the orb got really dicey there, and I was having problems managing the orb because honestly, I had just gotten off doing the podcast. Go check that out, by the way. It was a fun night. But I really should not play when I'm tired, but I really wanted to try Paine out. And I was very glad to know that the orb goes away, because that gave me a lot of breathing room. And spoilers, I had some, it wouldn't be a Black Guy Saga if I didn't let a buff fall off, honestly. Let's see what else is going on here. I think I let Sazh's buff fall off around, I think it was the LD buff I let fall off. So I can't, it also doesn't help that I can barely see it. But yeah, there they go again. They buffed themselves, gotta get rid of that. And I'm like, all right, if they buff again, I'm kind of screwed. I did have a Ferris call on deck, and I'm like, all right, let me block. Yep, predicted myself. Look at that move. I made it so that they can't buff themselves because they got too much. Zack's stacks are maxed at this point, so they're just tickling us, and then Paine has her offensive stats down. Even if she's not on the debuff side, she can still help everyone live. Yeah, we don't really feel that anymore. And Fran's LD call is also reducing their brave gains, which reduces the impact. And I'm like, the orb at this point. And you can see my Sazh buff, his LD buff is at 1, and I'm pretty sure this is where I let it fall off. Let's get that. Yep, and now the buff is off, and so I try to use a Zack attack. So we're missing that 30% HP damage up, and that is a huge damage loss. We lost like 200k on the rush assault there. So I'm like, oh god, that felt horrible. Let's get that back. And our damage will jump back up again afterwards. So it's kind of just pressing buttons with Paine at this point. I think skill 2 is probably the better skill to press. I'm not even paying. I meant to look at what debuff they do, but I wasn't looking. Maybe when I upload this and run it. So yeah, now Zack is really just always benefiting from being at high brave, and unfortunately Sazh is the only battery here. So if Zack doesn't refund hard enough, say after like LD or EX maybe, then that's also a damage loss. But I could almost always guarantee that he'd be at full brave with Maria in the party. Yeah, I was panicking about the orb. Okay, still at full brave there. And then I lost the overhead. Like it I lost the overhead, and now this run was truly just a mess. So now I'm probably gonna ate a double break, but mitigation was so good on Zack that it didn't matter. Zack's DPS is still doing wonders, really. But see, I started with low brave there, and I couldn't refund hard enough. But I mean, I did still clear like 800k, so I'm not complaining. Sazh having buff extend on his buttons is nice. Paine's damage isn't spectacular either. So yeah, that was a good rush assault. I conditioned myself to be used to the 80Ks, and that right there, that on the right is me not managing the stuff correctly. And I see the buffs getting ready to run out, so I'm like, let me not let this guy get above too many stacks, because I'm screwed otherwise. No friend, and I didn't use my friend use unit this run, by the way. Sazh's damage is not great. I was checking the HP requirement. I think it was either no, I checked the turns right there. That's right. I don't think I can do post commentary because my real-time reactions are a lot funnier, because I'm never panicking at this point. Like, am I gonna whiff? I would really hate to whiff with this team already, because I'm already tired. I wanted to go to sleep. Couldn't make up my mind. Gotta get Zack jumping ahead. Still not the greatest rush assault, 700. Kind of wild that I can say that. And so I'm looking at them at this point. I'm like, all right, you're like, hey yo, that I think that's the Fran LD buff, LD debuff on the left. That's about to fall off of him. So if he gets another turn, yep. So I managed to avoid it by one there. He didn't buff. Good enough. So I mean, this, if anything, this run serves to highlight that still amping Brave damage has limiting returns versus HP caps, because Zack was capping his HP attacks, which means he would have had more damage if he could get a higher HP cap, because that was, what's that, 1400k I was missing doing there? And if that was 1600, it's like 20k per Brave attack, per HP attack, and Zack has like 6 of them. So that's a noticeable, Jesus Christ, damage increase. But yeah, that's the run. I hated stitching this together, so I'm probably going to go back to normal commentary. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep experimenting. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Have a great day. Happy New Year. Peace.